What exponents are allowed when finding the degree of a polynomial? Imagine you're building a tower with blocks, and each block has a number on it. These blocks are like the parts of a polynomial, and the numbers on top are called exponents. Now, not all numbers can go on these blocks if you want to keep the tower stable and following the rules. In algebra, the rules say only certain exponents are allowed when figuring out the degree of a polynomial. When we talk about polynomials, we mean expressions made up of terms where each term has a coefficient and a variable raised to some power. The key thing is that the exponent, which is the little number on top of the variable, has to be a whole number. That means it can be 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Negative numbers, fractions, or decimals are not allowed. For example, an exponent like -2 or 1/2 isn't permitted in a polynomial. So, if you see a term like 5 times raised to the 12th power, that is okay because 12 is a whole number. But if you see something like x raised to the -2, that is not a polynomial term. Similarly, x raised to the 1/2 power or x raised to y, where y is another variable, are not allowed because the exponents are not whole numbers. The degree of a polynomial is the highest exponent on any of its terms. If you have a polynomial like 5x to the 12th minus 2x to the 6th plus x to the 5th minus 198x plus 1, the degree is 12 because 12 is the largest whole number exponent on the variable. If the polynomial is just a constant, like 7, it is considered to have a degree of 0 because it can be written as 7 times x to the 0 power. In multivariable polynomials, where more than one variable appears, the degree of each term is found by adding up the exponents of all the variables in that term. For example, in the term x squared y cubed, the degree is 2 plus 3, which equals 5. The degree of the whole polynomial is the largest sum of exponents in any of its terms. Remember, the main rule is that only whole number exponents are allowed when you are finding the degree of a polynomial. This keeps the polynomial neat and predictable, making it easier to work with in algebra. So, next time you look at a polynomial, check the exponents carefully. If they are all whole numbers, you can confidently find the degree by identifying the highest exponent or the highest sum of exponents in the case of multiple variables.